Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to make Afro dancehall beats and a lot of tips and tricks you should know. Let's get into it.
Rap plus, turn the volume up.
Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel once again. I'm Miraculous Beats, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I made this Afrobeat dancehall instrumentals. We are done listening to the beat. Let's break down how I made this beat. So for the pattern 1 is not amount. Let me delete it real quick. Yeah, so I started from the drums. So this is how the drums sounds like. Yeah, so I always tell you guys to choose 9 samples for your beats, because if you choose 9 samples, it will make the mixing easy for you guys. Yeah, and I adjust the swing here to 14% because it's Afro dancehall. Yeah, so it have to get that kind of swinging thing. So my kick, this is my kick. Let me show you what I added to my kick here. Pattern 5. Yeah, so this is my kick. For this, I think I did not add anything here. What I added is Neutron 4 from Isotope. Yeah, I just added this. So I use the mixing assistant. Yeah, assistant view, as you can see here. So yeah, this is how it looks like. This one, it will mix the kick for you, but you have to adjust it a little bit because the result it will give to you, you might not like. So after I use the mixing assistant, I make sure I adjust it a little bit to how I want it. Yeah, so basically that's all what I added to the kick. And for my snare, yeah, that's my snare. I added the same Neutron mastering assistance. Don't stress yourself. For me, I use presets a lot when mixing my beats, and it works for me because if I use the preset, I don't just put the preset on it and leave it. I adjust it to sound like how I want it. Yeah, so this just a preset I use in the Neutron for the snare. Yeah, this is what it gave me for the mixing assistance, and I adjust it a little bit. Yeah, so and I added reverb to it for the snare. Yeah, that's all what I did. And my percussions here, the percussion too. Yeah, I added transient shaper. Sorry, transient shaper. Yeah, to it to make it sound punchy, and fresh air from slates and Valhalla plates for that reverb, and stereo shaper to give that weight to the percussions. Yeah, basically that's all what I did. Yeah, so let me play it for you guys. Yeah, so that's all for the drums aspects. So let's move to the chord. I just played this chord in F major. Yeah, they are in F major. Yeah, someone may ask, what are you using to play this piano? I use one shot for this. You wouldn't believe it. I use one shot. I just dropped this one shot yesterday, yeah. So you can go check the video out. A lot of one shot in that pack, so you can get it for free. Yeah. This is one of them. LA Custom C7. They are keyscape one shots, yeah. So I don't own the keyscape because they are a little bit expensive. So I have to get this one shot from a friend and use it. So I dropped the one shot yesterday. You can get it in my video. So inside the one shot, I did a little bit thing here. As you can see, I use the cuts itself here and I adjust the envelope here. If I turn off the envelope and I turn off the cut itself, listen to how it sounds. It has a lot of release in it, yeah. So anytime you want to use one shot, make sure you cut itself and adjust the envelope so that you have a nice release and a nice sustain for the one shot. Yeah, as you can see, it sounds a little bit cool now. Yeah, so that is one tip for you guys. If you are using one shot, make sure you cut itself and adjust the envelope, yeah, to how you want it. And I duplicate the piano and play a little bit high melody to it. So this is how the melody sound like. Yeah, so I added this top melody to make it sound a little bit emotional, yeah. So there's an emotional type of Afro dancehall, yeah, basically. So let's get into the mixer rack. This is what I added. I low pass it and high pass it for the piano to stand in the middle. I want that kind of warm sound, yeah. So that's all for the EQ. And I added my favorite plugin, RC20. I use this RC20 in almost all my instruments, yeah, because I want that kind of warm sound every day. So I just chose the preset here, Vinyl 2, yeah, vintage Vinyl 2 here, and that's all. And I added my reverb here, my Valhalla reverb to it, and my Neutron 4 to it. Yeah, that I just used the mixing assistant. Let me open it. Yeah, there is it. It has EQ, sculpture, compressor, and a little bit touches to it. So I always tell you, you can use this Neutron mixing assistant, but make sure the result it will give you, just adjust it to your taste. It's a computer that is working for you, so you need to adjust it to how you want it. Yeah, so basically that is what I did. That's all I did for the piano. And the next pattern, I use Ignite for my plug. Let's play it here. Yeah, that is a plug from Ignite. Yeah, I think I did not add anything to it. Yeah, I did not add anything to it. Yeah. So that is all for the plug. And the pattern 4 is my pad from Nezos. Yeah, I use PD Ambience Pad 3. This is my go-to pad plugin I use, like my go-to pad I always use in most of my beats. Yeah, so let's listen to the pad. Yeah, so you can get Nezos and use this pad. It's very nice, warm. Yeah, it's a very nice sounding pad. I love it a lot. So inside the mixer rack, I did not add anything because it's already sound nice. Yeah. So there is the chord. And I adjust the velocity a little bit here. Yeah, so that's all for the pad. And the next thing is my hi-hat I use Cymatic close hi-hat. Inside the mixer rack, I added this pancake. Yeah, so it will play from left to right in that order, in that zigzag order here. Yeah, so if I play it and you are using a good monitor, you can hear that they play from the left side to the right side. Yeah, so that's all what I did inside the Pancake, and I added my reverb to it as usual. And my limiter, I use the compressor here. Yeah, so I'm compressing the hi-hat a little bit. And I cut the 7K here, yeah, because it was sounding more harsh, so I cut it a little bit. That's all for the hi-hat. So the next pattern here, yeah, so I use bell for this one. So let's get into the mixer rack. The bell, yeah, I use virtual mix rack here. Yeah, I added a little bit saturation to it, I EQ it, and I compress it. Yeah, basically that's what I did here. And one thing, I chose a preset here called synth called crispy, so it gave me this rack and I adjusted to taste. Yeah, that's all for the bell. And I added this fresh air to add more highs to it. Yeah, and I added my delay plugin here, FL delay, and my fruity reverb. So without this, yeah, it sounds more dull. So yeah, with it, yeah, it sounds more crispy and heavy. So the next thing we added is our bass. My bass from Ignite. I think I use Ignite more often. Yeah, so in these beats, this beat goes to Ignite. Yeah, Ignite VST. So the bass is also from Ignite. Yeah, so that's all for the bass. And this is what I added. I added my virtual mix rack as usual to the bass. I saturate it and use this reviver, add thickness to it. And I did not use this trimmer. Let me remove it. Yeah. So that's all for the virtual mix rack. And the next thing I added here is my 808. Yeah, almighty 808. Yeah, so that's all for the 808. And I added my Infinity EQ as usual. Yeah, I boost the lows and also boost part of the, let me see, 680 Hz. Yeah, to give it more warmth. And I added my virtual mix rack as usual. I added a little bit EQ to it. Yeah, I boost the 3.2 Hz to add that highs to the bass, so that if you listen it inside phone or laptop speakers, you can hear the bass a little bit. And I compress it and added my reviver here. I added the thickness and this shimmer to it to make it more punchy. Yeah, that's all for the 808. So Charlie, that's all what I added. I just use only 8 patterns and the rest are loops. Yeah, the rest are loops, the vocal chops and the crashes and a lot of stuff here. So the loop, another loop I added here is this one. Basically, this loop is from a drill loop I got. So I just cut the vocal chop and I adjust the timing. As you can see, it's 143 BPM. The tempo is 143 BPM, but I manage and cut it inside a beat on a tempo 96 BPM. So yeah, everything is about creativity. Yeah, and another thing I added to is also a loop. Yeah, and I also added this loop too. They are all drill loop, but I cut those vocal parts and added it for it to fit inside the beat. Yeah, so that is the creativity aspect in making beats. You must be creative no matter what you get hold of. You must make good use of it. Yeah, so this is how it sounds like. And the clap. in every beat I'll add this vocal chop here. Another. So if the beat is playing, yeah. Yeah, so basically that is all for the beat. I think, yeah, that's all. Okay, I added this. Let me see. Okay, I did not use it. I added this. Yeah, this is also from Cymatic, yeah. So I pitch it 200 octave, yeah. So basically that's all for the beat. So thank you for watching my video once again. I'm Miraculous Beats. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment for more video. Peace out.